Hi, teachers. One of the most important parts of creating a quality online learning environment is having a great starting point for your students. In Canvas, that means Canvas homepages. Homepages allows teachers to set up a great launch point for students to look at course content, contact information, and anything else that the teacher needs to convey to their students. Come join me as we check out this awesome feature on Canvas. Hi teachers, so let's jump in. So this is a homepage that I've created for a Canvas course for UEN. It's got some basic information, it's not anything too flashy, but it does hit some of the big things that we're looking for. So let's start off by showing you how I got there. First thing I'm going to do is go up to Choose Homepage. Choose Homepage allows us to switch modes on our homepage and move from different types of homepages to another. The first one that you might get is a course activity stream. Now, course activity stream is everything that's in your course that's happening over a period of time, and it shows it to the student as soon as they log in. Below that is Pages Front Page. That's the one that I've been using. It's a custom homepage model and allows me as a teacher to examine and share exactly what I'm looking for. Modules are very specific for giving course content and information to our students. Underneath that, we have our assignments list. Now, that just gives all the assignments that we might be giving in a course to our students very quickly when they log in. It might be a bit overwhelming. And then finally, we have our syllabus. Our syllabus can contain all the information for a course, but it's a little bit less flexible as doing a Pages Front Page. So over the next couple of minutes, I'm going to show you how to take a page and turn it into a front page. First thing we need to do is go over and find our Pages button. Now notice that as soon as I click on there, you're going to see my home page. That's because I defaulted it in my course to that. In order to get out of that, I'm going to be click on View All Pages. Now, for future reference, always make sure that you click on View All Pages so that you can see everything that you're building in the course. So I click View All Pages, and it's going to show me my list. First thing I'm going to do is click plus page in the top right-hand corner and get a brand new fresh page. Now we have our rich content editor here. We're going to first add a title. I'm going to call it home page, and then we can start adding text. Now we can also use anything in the rich content editor, from adding videos through YouTube if your district has that open, to adding pre-recorded videos through the media recorder, to adding documents, PDFs, if you're using Google Docs, or Microsoft Office tools. Basically, it's a free-for-all for what you can add on here. So make sure that you feel free to add images and make it a bit more of a rich experience for your students. The more interesting it is, the more engaging it is for your students, the more likely they are to want to return to it and enjoy it over time. Once you're done, click Save and Publish, and you can see View All Pages at the top there again. First thing we're going to need to do is click on our three dots on the right-hand side, and we're going to say Use as Front Page. And you know that it has worked when it says Front Page underneath the page you've designated. Now we can go back to our home, and we're going to be able to see our home page there when we get there. So it is there. Now, if yours isn't there, you're going to want to go over to Choose Homepage and make sure that Pages Front Pages is activated for you and your students. And you'll have a custom homepage from there. Now, what goes into making a great homepage is really what's important here. The technical side is great, but we want to really know exactly what goes into a great homepage. So in order to do that, UEN has put together a great list of some information about what specifically makes a great homepage in an online environment. So first off, here's our list. Course title is going to be our first option that we're going to look at. You always want to make sure that your students know exactly which class they're in and who's teaching it and which grade level it is. After you've done that in either a picture or in text form, you're going to want to add on a welcome message. Now, welcome messages are really important for students to see and hear anytime that they log into class. It doesn't have to be anything long. It can be a couple sentences, and we've got some great examples here. But the more important thing is that maybe you want to show them your face and let them hear your voice. So adding something from the media recorder or adding a quick video of you saying welcome to your students is great. Underneath that, you're going to want to have your course schedule. When do you meet and what time do you meet? And any information that goes along with that for scheduling information about where the assignments are, links to buttons, those sorts of things. The big one is, especially in an online-only classroom, you might want to have online information for your students in terms of here is when we're meeting for Zoom or Google Meet, those sorts of things. Underneath that, you might have important information for your students, links to outside courses, your disclosure statement, course syllabus, some of your class norms or behavior expectations. You might also want to link to things within the course like modules or assignments to make them hot links for your students to work off of. Make sure that you're using images and buttons to make your course more visual, engaging, accessible for your students so that they can really dig into the course material that you're working with. Now, after that, folks, we're going to jump into instructor information. Although it seems kind of, gee whiz, it's important to have a photo of yourself and information to link there to how to contact you, both for students and for parents. Having your email is indispensable. You might also want to have an introduction video. I mentioned this earlier, but having a quick introduction video on your homepage really helps your students to identify with you, especially if you're teaching a fully online course, so that students can see exactly who they're meeting with, who their teacher is, and the things that they need to know about the class. The last thing that is really important for a great homepage is having a consistent design. Making sure that you have a color and font scheme that meets the needs, having a clean, organized look, multimodal content, things like pages aren't too text heavy. We want to have good content for our students. And then making sure that your modules and pages aren't too long, they're just kind of in that nice Goldilocks zone. For a good example, here is my homepage currently for engaging online learning with Canvas. As you can see, I have a picture up top, and then I have my information below. I have the coursework information and our schedule. On a different tab, I have my instructor information with a picture, and I have some links for UEN content, and then I also have some important information for course credit. I also have prominently displayed what is the course name and a 1 credit option for that. It's really important to have a great homepage. There's lots of options out there. Check around, share with your fellow teachers when you find out a great pattern for it. And thanks so much for your time.